Hello everyone, my name is Victor. Welcome to my YouTube channel, I am bored. Um, Today we're making a tripod. So, from the making of the rope video that I still haven't followed up on, plan to do that maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, we'll see. I have a lot of extra pieces of wood like this that would be a shame to throw away, but at the moment I don't have any other ideas what to really do with them. Yesterday I ordered a tripod because I want to be able to get some better angles on my filming, and it's going to take about a month to get here, so I have decided to make my own. First of all, I think I need to clean up at least that little workspace there. So, for today's project, I think this will be more than enough space to work on. If you're wondering where all that stuff ended up, there was the toolbox, this box, this little mushroom basket that someone told me that's what it was called. Mushroom crate? Mushroom crate, yes, mushroom crate with some stuff in it, that's there. Rope. So in order to make this tripod, I'm going to cut this piece of wood into 3 equally long pieces. And luckily for me, while I was cleaning up, look what we found. So we can actually be a little bit accurate. So, as you can see here, I've cut it into 3 pieces, but you probably also noticed that this one's much longer. And I could say that I had a change of heart about the design, but it was actually just this, distracted and cut off a piece too long. And yeah, this one's about 15 centimeters longer, which now after the fact has made me to change my mind about the design I was going to make. But you'll see more of that in a bit. Now, I wish there was a prettier way for you to see this, but this is what I need the tripod for. But the design is going to look a little bit like this, with this longer piece acting as a rest for the phone. So what I need to do is that I'm going to cut off a little piece just with a knife so that these 2 pieces meet nicer in the middle. Now, as you can see here, after carving these 2 pieces, they now lean against each other much nicer. So now I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom so they can actually, stand upright and not at this angle. The way that I do this is that I just find the angle that I want and I make a little mark with my knife. Then I go from that mark, go over to the other side, make the same angle, and then I carve it off with a knife. It's raining outside, which makes this a little bit more relaxing, but this is going to take a while, so I'll probably speed it up, so as to not to waste your time. One thing, pause the speed up. I know a lot of people are gonna probably be thinking that there are easier ways to do this, better tools to use than a knife. That's just me preferring the knife. I like the kind of slow work process. I'm not making something super advanced. It's just me relaxing out in my workshop. Alright, speed it up again. Alright, an important thing to check for, just quick pro tip, check your angles. Here's the angle I want, and if we go over here, oh, it's twisting a little bit. So if we get that angle there, then we notice, oh no, oh dear. But it should be an easy fix with the knife, so I'll fix it. So I readjusted that angle again with the knife just by carving it around a little bit. It worked out just fine. So if we put it down now, we'll see it's standing pretty much level, and then bam, that's the angle we're looking for. So now we just got to do the same with this one. For the second one, instead of marking it just on one side, I made mark all the way around with the knife. It's not perfect, but I'll just have to adjust it if it's not. After a lot of carving and adjustments, they now line up pretty nicely, and it's going to be much more stable than if I had just tied them together right after sewing them apart. However, we have a final challenger that we need to cut. Just making a little marking with my knife, not that you can see it very well. Then something like that. Then you see this little carving here, the angle I'm gonna cut it just like I have with these, and if that doesn't work out, I'll just adjust it. So I decided for this last one to actually attach it here, to kind of make sure I just keep the angle true, and I can, much easier see that I have the right angle. So I'm planning on putting them together with some rubber bands. Not sure how I'm exactly going to do this. I'm thinking of carving a little piece here, a little piece here, putting a rubber band around these two, and then tying together that, maybe like this-ish. That should be pretty stable, hopefully. So, I suppose I'll start with putting a little mark where I want the rubber band to go. Dun, dun, dun. This is just to make it so that they won't slide as much. We have that little indent right now, but I think I want it to be a little bit deeper. Yeah, I think that will be good. Then on to the next one. In the very near future, I'm going to have to sharpen this knife unless I have another one laying around. I know we definitely have a handful. Alright, that little indent there, and that little indent there. It already is. This one's gonna have to be deeper. Yeah, that's better. Let's see, take this smaller one this time. Yeah, that holds it a little bit better. Then, if we can put this down here, and then, bam. Is that it? No, that is not it. I think this is gonna have to be a rubber band construction. It is kind of makeshift. It's only going to last a month anyway. So here's the build so far. It is not the most stable piece, but you know, I'm only going to be using it for a month. So I'm going to try it out, and I'm also going to be using it when making my next video, where I'll be making a spoon. So at the moment, this is not very adjustable, and it's not very secure either. The phone could easily fall off, so I'm thinking of securing it with a piece of rubber band, but I would have to go back to the kitchen for that. So I'm gonna call this build done for now. Very makeshift, but you know, it will work to place on the end of the table to get kind of an overhead angle. I can place pieces of wood here to raise the phone, get another, you know. It's not perfect, but it's literally made out of wood and rubber bands. So, I know this this video is kind of wonky, just as the other ones. If you're disappointed in my build, I'm terribly sorry, but and for those of you wondering what it's gonna look like when the phone is actually in the tripod, it's going to look like this. So either you have that angle or that angle, and while this angle is not very helpful unless I place it on the floor for when I'm, you know, doing something over here, pointing downwards is actually quite helpful because I can, you know, more easily work with items here. I can show you the markings, you know, when I'm carving. You know, it gets a little bit easier. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, if you did like my build, like the video, it really helps me out. Leave a comment with a suggestion for what I should do next, and subscribe if you want some more. Thank you very much.